What you reading there, Anna?
Your butthole, the book.
That's right. This episode is brought to you by motherfucking Amazon Books. Nope. That's right. Fifth episode, I don't know, and we already got a sponsor.
No, we don't.
You know how I be, man. We be working fast. Also, shout out Schweppes, our other sponsor. They give us all the ginger ale we need and all the ginger ale we want.
We don't have any sponsors, actually.
Also, shout out Calvin Klein.
They're not a sponsor either.
Because they laced me up for this.
Not a sponsor.
They laid me up for this video, for this podcast. You feel me? They hit me up through email and they were like, "Hey, you're getting real annoying. Stop replying to emails." And I was like, "All right." They sponsored me. You know, they reached out to me.
No, they didn't. That's not what.
If a brand ever reaches out to you, it means they sponsor you.
That's not what sponsoring is. Please don't listen to Gilmore. He gives really bad.
So
advice.
I've been sponsored by, restraining orders to kindergarten institutions.
Don't say that. Don't tell that. Don't tell that.
I've been sponsored by my ex-girlfriend. Leave me alone.
No.
And also been sponsored by, if you're trying to make money quick, just give them $300 and then they'll never get back to you.
Okay, guys, welcome to From Earth Podcast, broadcasting to you live, not really live, from Earth.
Hey,
here we give away all our secrets about the restraining orders we've gotten in the past. Also, shout out these dope ass. I don't know if anyone's noticed. We've got a new mic system. We got covers for our mics. We've got this thing. What is this? What do we call this?
I'm gonna say the mic arm.
Mic arm. Our mics grew arms. We gave them some radiation and they grew some extra arms.
Just like reptiles.
Pretty dope, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Just like reptiles.
Got them for steel, and that's why they sound awful. Just kidding. This is actually a lot of fun. Now we can make music. Old MacDonald had a farm. Oh, I'm like a jazz player. No, don't bang it. You're supposed to pull the strings like a jazz player. Stop. You're supposed to do this. All right, don't break it. Okay. Mr. Postman. And the black guy's like, ah.
Wish we could have him on the podcast.
That's a great vine. Yeah.
Shout out that guy.
I'm going to see if that guy's down to be on the podcast. Do I have hair? No. Next question.
What? Yes, he does. Wait, did you just tell him that you don't have hair?
I have great hair. I got a haircut today, actually. Shout out to getting haircuts.
Shout out.
Shout out my barber. Shout out Adi. Shout out Trent, because there's a barber shop in every corner, but there's only really 2 barbers in Trent that I trust. Actually, 3. One, his name is Adi. The other one's Goff. Shout out Goff. And the other one's Livorio.
Shout out all those
Livorio's
guys.
gay. Fuck Livorio, but you feel me?
What?
Fuck Livorio, but you feel me? He does a good job. Fuck Livorio, but still he does a good job.
I don't know any of these people, unfortunately.
Anna knows none of them because Anna doesn't exist. She's actually made up.
That's the first time I'm hearing of this.
This
Pretty
is
sure I'm
really good CGI and AI that I've been working on, and I'm gonna sell it to Apple, or maybe Mac, the makeup store, because they also want this. So, oh no, my Anna's broken. Let me just fix a couple things. And her favorite noise. Well, wait, actually, I gotta try it again. Her favorite noise. And she's back. Hey, Anna.
Hey, what's going on?
Wow, something.
Why are you saying hey to me?
No reason. Anyway, so on today's episode, we're going to review some of Anna's favorite books. I've also been reading lately, believe it or not.
I've changed him. He's a new man.
But I haven't been reading, paperback books because, like actual books, because the fuck I'm going to do that for? But, you know, like, it's cool and all, but the fuck am I?
Because it feels good to hold an actual book. Hold this.
I don't want that. I don't like that. It feels gross. It feels like my grandma's scrotum. Anyway, so Anna's been reading a couple books. We're going to go through that. You feel me? Did you hit the view button? That was great timing. Yeah, fuck reading.
Hey, guys, reading's fun and cool for everybody. For the whole family, actually. Fun for the whole family.
Fuck reading.
No, stop. No, we need to encourage reading in the children.
You're very true.
I am.
You're very true, darling.
You're very true. Thank you. All right,
Don't
wait.
fucking
Let's just
touch
jump
me.
into the books.
You look great, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, did you do makeup?
I put mascara on. Yeah.
So Anna just recorded her first YouTube video. Shout out Anna.
It sucked. I'm probably gonna re-record it.
Nah,
I didn't know what I was saying for the whole thing. I was very like I had a lot of like ideas, and then when I sat in front of the camera, like none of them were in my brain anymore. Like my brain just went to like a weird place.
I thought it was very funny. I sat in for most of it, and also sat on the toilet for the other half of it. Am I right? Yeah. Shout out the pooping dog.
Shout out poop. And then he didn't flush the toilet, and I saw it.
I totally flushed the toilet.
Well, it was one of yous.
Anna's been no. So
let's go back to the book segment.
So again, books.
I'm very excited.
Right.
No, books are fun for everybody.
She doesn't even know which button.
Fun
to hit.
for everyone.
She went like this, but she didn't know which button to hit. Go ahead.
I wasn't gonna hit a button.
All right, sorry. Hit a button.
Books are fun for everyone.
Oh, damn it, she knows.
So let's just jump.
When Anna reads it, when Anna sees someone reading a real good book.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
True.
Yeah, for real.
Wait, let's just go over some of the books that I've read in the past little while. Did I do that? Did that echo? Did you hear that?
Yeah, how about we don't slam on the table? Stop,
All right,
dude.
all right. I'm sorry. You did it too. Are you muting me?
All right, there we go. I was just waiting for that thing to end.
I hate you.
By that thing, I mean your voice. Am I right?
God.
Yeah, shout out.
My voice is like a bunch of kittens meowing. It sounds like this.
It's not a bunch of kittens meowing.
Well, it's what it sounds like to me. We're going to jump into the book section.
Well, Anna's deaf. So, okay, go.
Segment now. Do I go first or do you go first? Do you want to talk about what you've been reading?
Or
do you want me to go first? Because I'm cooler and better.
I'll go first because I'll have a lot more less to say than Anna has.
A lot least. He's got a lot least to say.
That's nice. I said a lot more less.
Okay, go ahead then.
Which is still wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
Still an idiot.
So I've
kidding,
been
love you.
reading. I actually forgot the name of the book, but listen, hold up. No, wait, listen. Let me
this is going great.
I forgot the name of the book, but the book's actually really good. It's about the Earth in the future when there's basically an ice age, and there's a bunch of people surviving through the cold times that's happening on Earth, and how they also spoke about traveling to another planet right in the beginning. It was actually pretty cool.
Can you remember what like the author was? Maybe I could look it up.
No, do not know. Don't care. Anyway,
I'm sorry. I won't do that again.
So I look real fat.
Wait,
Guys, I
I'm gonna
promise
Google
I'm not
Ice
fat.
Age book.
I'm just chilling.
No, that's not what no. Because I feel like how are you going to recommend a book and then not tell them what it is? You know what I mean? Is it one of these? Cold Times?
No.
Ice Age?
No.
What was the Ice Age?
Not Ice Age the movie. If you look up Ice Age book, Ice Age book. No, you're going to get Ice Age, bruh.
Okay, but there's some other stuff on there that's not Ice Age.
Ice Age, Cold Times, Ice Age. All right, let's see. I think it's called Cold. I'm just going to look up Cold book. I look
Cold
up Cold
Times? It's
I
not
looked
Cold
up
Times?
Cold book.
It's not Cold Times though.
Yo, your Google's from Transylvania. That shit said Cold book.
I don't think that's what happened.
Cold book. All right, doesn't matter. Anyway,
All right, yeah.
Wait. Nope, doesn't matter. Anyway.
What? Really? Come on. Oh, next podcast, guys. Now you have to listen to next week's podcast because you have to know what book he was reading.
So I've been reading this book about, when it's cold and shit. And that was actually pretty good. I was very interested. Haven't continued reading it because I haven't had time to. And also I've been reading books to help you how to manage your money better, just because I feel that I don't know all the tricks of managing money. And also lately I've been doing okay, but for the most part, not the best at saving
What a Capricorn,
money.
am I right, guys?
What does that mean?
You coming in here with dumb Capricorn energy. Hella Capricorn energy. Straight off the streets with that Capricorn energy.
I wish the armrest for this chair were a lot lower.
I wish you...
What? Wish you what?
I don't know.
Say it.
No, it's fine.
All right. And those are the two things I've been reading, really. Just the book on how to manage money better and also the book on the cold times. I just feel like I needed to balance that out because you can't just read all like sci-fi and fiction or all just educational. I feel that you need to have a balance.
You got to round yourself out. Yeah, you got to get like...
For sure, talking to the mic though.
I don't like
For
when it's
sure,
right in front of my
talk
face.
into the mic.
All right,
though.
all right.
You're gonna sound real far
I
away.
was trying to agree with you and like be a nice person, and then you just told me that I was like dumb and stupid and that you hate me, and like you guys heard that, right? You heard that? You called
Everyone,
me
give it
bitch.
up for Anna. All right, what were you
Wait,
saying?
can we go back to?
Yeah,
So I agree with you. You should be reading like a nice, healthy mix of different genres because you need to be well-rounded, and you need to, one of the reasons we read is to get different perspectives from ours. And if you're just reading one genre, that's only one perspective. Well, I mean, you can get a lot of different perspectives in one genre, but it's nice to expand your perspective.
For sure.
For sure, bitch.
That's my quote of the year for sure.
For sure.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna keep saying that. When someone was like, "Nice shoes."
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
You want to raise? For sure.
For sure. Do I look good today?
For sure. Wait. So do you want? Do you want a double quarter pounder, no cheese?
For sure.
No, because who the fuck eats burgers without cheese? If you do that, bro. If
I've
you
been
do that, bro.
manipulated.
This is all I got to say to you. That's all I got to
Guys,
say to you, dog.
Wait, hold on. Shout out reusable straws. Let's do that real quick.
Shout out reusable straws.
Save the environment.
Save the environment. Oh wait.
What is that?
Shout out reusable straws. No, it's for us. Shout out reusable straws. Great for the environment. Do I have one? No, I don't. Why? Don't care.
You don't really need a straw for this drink, so.
And it's just like environmentally flexing on us.
Environment.
Environment
I
flex.
spit and it went like right, like just sit. Oh, there it is.
All
See
right.
it?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
So
That's my favorite noise. Wait, did you change? You changed one of them. What's up here now?
the yellow one. That's always gonna be that. It's the bottom, right?
You changed something though. You added something, didn't you?
Yeah.
What was that before?
I forgot. Oh, I
like
think it
that
was
a
the.
lot better.
I think
Oh.
because it. I don't know if I restarted it. That's the X-Files one. Right. Mhm.
Okay. All right. Wait, what's this one? All right.
All right. So Anna,
good, I'm
let's
ready.
get to your part because obviously I'm reading nothing. What are you reading?
Fucking go. So I'm gonna go through just a couple books, just a nice little
For
short
sure, talking to the
stack.
mic though.
I am fucking talking into the mic.
Dude, you're like back here talking.
Oh my
and
god, I hate you so much. All right, just kidding. I love you.
Don't. Dude, what are you reading?
Okay, so I
Right.
can't have this right in front of my fucking face
Well,
like that.
you're gonna
though.
have to, bro.
It can be a little bit lower. You know what I mean?
You're gonna sound really far away.
It can be if it's right here, it's gonna sound bad. Does it sound bad right now? Huh? Does it sound
No,
bad? Tell me
'cause
that it
you're
sounds bad.
yelling.
That's what I fucking thought, bitch. So anyway, a couple books that I've been reading. Do you guys like that verbal abuse right there? That was good, right? We enjoyed that? I did. I for sure did. No, okay, anyway, sorry. I'm the worst. I guess actually, I don't even know how I want to do this. I'm just going to go over some of the books I've been reading recently. This one is called How to Change Your Mind. The little description on the front says, what the new science of psychedelics teaches us about consciousness, dying, addiction, depression, and transcendence. It's by Michael Pollan. Wow, I feel like such a nerd right now. Book review. Wow. This book is about, what is this about? I don't even fucking know. No, it's about this guy. He gives you like a nice history and like the science of like psychedelics, and he also talks about his own personal experiences. I think it's pretty good. I like how he approaches it. He brings it to a level that people who kind of
Brings what?
he brings it to a level of people who might think more scientifically about things and might not think about sorry. So like if you're skeptical about hallucinogens but you think maybe you want to do them
No, you can't just talk over like you just didn't say skeptical.
I said skeptical.
No.
Yes, I did. I said
And it was like acceptable. And like in her face, I knew that she thought she fucked up, but
no,
she just kept going,
did.
bro.
I didn't even think that I said something wrong.
Okay.
I didn't hear it. I really didn't hear that I said something wrong.
All right, keep going. Sorry.
So if you're skeptical about, just kidding. If you're skeptical about hallucinogens and you want to know, like, an actual, not just some dude with long hair that's like, yeah, you should really take acid. You should probably read something like this. That'll give you a little bit of the science.
Or that one dude you work with that's just fucking weird and asks you to smoke all the time.
Yeah, like do your fucking research. This book is great. It's an actual, like, scientifically researched about the effect of hallucinogens on your brain, and he goes through the history and his own experiences, and it's a good book.
Yeah,
just recommending it.
If you ever want to look into psychedelics and drugs of that nature, I would say do your own research on it, because sometimes things that people say aren't right. They exaggerate it sometimes, or they tell you the wrong thing, or they try to scare you out of it. So
because one, everybody's experience is going to be different, because everybody's going to take hallucinogens in a different place with different people in a different mindset with a whole slew of different things that have been put in your brain for the last how many ever years you've been alive. You know, all your experiences are totally different, and all of that is going to inform what your trip is going to be like, and everybody's going to be different. So if somebody tries to scare you away from it, do your own research. There's other people who are going to, you know, rave about it and tell you that it's amazing. And if you decide that you don't want to do it, then don't do it. If you decide that you do, I don't know. But it's always also nice. To me personally, someone who really likes to think logically, it's always nice to read a book that doesn't just talk about the spiritual nature of things, that also goes over like for hallucinogens, if someone told me like, you're going to meet God, I probably wouldn't do it because I wouldn't care. But, you know, that's one person's experience. A book like this goes into history, science, things that are going to make you feel like it's not just some drug off the street. You know, I don't know. It'll just make you
it
more
breaks it down
comfortable.
in a more intellectual level, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I'm having a really hard time saying what I'm trying to say, but that's what I'm trying to say.
So I'm here, dog. Check me out. Yeah. Shout out. But anyway, I just have to ask you a question about that book. Do you think you learned an enormous amount of what psychedelics are more than what you knew from that book?
You're asking me if I learned?
Wait, that was a really bad question. Hold on, wait.
The way that you phrased it was just like really weird.
Yeah, I just remember saying book like 3 times. All right, so do you think that book taught you more than what you know about psychedelics?
Yeah, I think so, because it you know, to my knowledge, psychedelics just like showed up after, I don't know, that one guy discovered it, and then all of a sudden it was like the 70s, and I think it went through the history of how it became illegal very well. I didn't really know much about that beforehand. I mean, I had read some Timothy Leary, but he's like a very strong character. He's like one of the biggest, smell it?
No.
Anyway, so he's one of the
What?
He's one of the biggest, like, oh my God. In the 70s, Timothy Leary went around and basically tried to get everybody in the country to do LSD. And he definitely, like, scared a lot of people away because he had such an eccentric personality. And some people blame the fact that it became illegal on him. But if it wasn't for him, I don't know. He has a really good perspective on the whole thing, and it's nice to read that.
Why do they blame him for it being illegal? He
was just very eccentric, and I think that people were trying to, so before the 70s, in like the 50s, 40s, I think, I'm really not an expert on this, so if I'm getting like timelines wrong and stuff, like, I'm sorry. But back then, LSD was considered, or actually, I don't think it was LSD. I think it was psilocybin, which is the thing in mushrooms that makes you trip. It was considered like a miracle drug because you could use it to cure things like depression and, addictions and stuff like that. And it was being used in like therapy situations and stuff, and it was starting to be studied heavily, but people kind of became really involved in it because it's like some people have like spiritual experiences and stuff, and then they want to get everybody to do it. And it, like when you take a hallucinogen, you kind of feel like you've found the thing, you know what I mean? Like if everybody took this, we would all be fine, you know what I mean? Like we'd all be peaceful.
I mean, I can't really agree because I don't really know, but yeah, keep on.
Right. So, Timothy Leary's goal was to have every single person in the world like take LSD. And it was like, so he came on a little strong. Everybody kind of wanted to like tiptoe in with this with like psychedelics, and Timothy Leary just kind of like ran onto the scene with them. And so in a way he might have been too aggressive, and that might have been what made it illegal, you know what I mean, because he like kind of
like
ran away with it.
Right.
Yeah,
tried to force it into everyone too fast.
Yeah, and he also like he was kind of like, everybody should take this, whereas everybody else was like, well, why don't we just start with making it for therapy and stuff,
right?
You know.
And then he was like, no, fuck that, everyone gotta take this, it's that great.
He was like, everybody about to be tripping, yo.
Do you think maybe a couple years down the road, by a couple I mean maybe 50, 60 years down the road, we're all still on this earth, do you think LSD will be legal the way marijuana is becoming legal now?
I don't know about 50 years, but I think eventually it will be. I think all drugs should be legal.
Very true. I don't think, because look at alcohol. Alcohol kills more than it kills like people who smoke weed and stuff. So it's kind of like, if marijuana is not as bad as beer, why should it be illegal? And plus, imagine how much money like this country will make off taxes. And
but also, like, not just talking about marijuana, like all drugs, like it's kind of your personal choice if you want to do that, you know what I mean? Like even heroin, like while I don't think anyone ever should take heroin,
right,
I don't think it should be illegal, because
I feel that it should be, everything's just good in moderation, I guess.
True.
I mean, it sucks that we're saying that, because heroin definitely kills, and I think it's bad because people become addicted. But then again, that's because
heroin is difficult to talk about when you're talking about like things in moderation, because you can do it once and
be addicted.
Yeah, especially if you have an addictive personality.
So what if
you're like, nah, I can do this again?
Maybe something like that, because that messes with your mind hard.
What do you mean?
Like being addicted to something.
Yeah.
So if heroin is that good the first time, like imagine maybe that when you do it, maybe it makes you think a certain way, or it changes the chemicals in your brain.
It does. It changes, like it's researched. What it does is it changes the chemicals in your brain to need it.
You see, so maybe a drug like that, that's maybe the one drug that shouldn't be legal.
I still think it should be legal, because I don't think that
because if it's no doubt going to change, if there's going to be a chemical that releases and makes your brain react to it as if I need this, maybe that's not good.
It's not good, but should it be illegal?
Yeah, because then people will get addicted and people might die.
I don't know. That's kind of like their business. You know what I mean? You want to take heroin and you want to die, fine.
So you want to make that legal for people?
I just think that all drugs should be legal.
Mm.
I'm kind of one of those people, though, where it's your own personal responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, heroin is a plant, technically. Like, if it's a plant, should it really be illegal? And I don't know. Like, if someone wants to ruin their life because of heroin, that's their business. Like, it sucks. And the people around me who have done that, of course, it has just ruined, but it's not good. Bottom line, it's not good. But, like, should it really be illegal? I don't know. I can't think of any reason why it shouldn't be, besides my own, like, intuition. You know what I mean? Like, I just personally feel like all drugs should be legal.
Interesting.
But that's something that can only happen, like, far down the line. But it's also, like, a very Ron Swanson point of view. You know what I mean? Like, very, like, if you want to ruin your life, that's your business. It's not my business.
Yeah, that's a very, very bold thing to say.
I guess so, yeah. No nonsense. I'm very sensitive to people who have addictions to heroin, so I don't want anyone to think that I'm, like, putting them down or, like, being disrespectful or anything. I'm not. I've been affected by that personally.
Yeah, that's it's pretty tough. It's tough when someone you know or someone you love is going through with addiction. I remember there's a family member of mine was going through.
This podcast is really dark.
That was the last thing I'm going to say. It was going through issues with alcohol, and it just wasn't good to see. It's crazy that at such a young level, we level up, anyway. So as a young kid that I saw him being, dragged up steps, just asking me for money, and it was just crazy. It was crazy to see someone in that state. And I think maybe that's maybe in a way that kind of affects me with alcohol. That's why I don't like drinking as much. Just because I don't ever want to turn into that person, nor do I think I can, because I don't really have an addictive personality. But either way, if I think that definitely does affect me. It affected me with alcohol, just seeing that. And also with my dad. My dad's not an alcoholic or anything, but I remember one time he sat me down because he got drunk, and he started crying, and he was like, listen, like, I'm sorry that I'm drunk. I was like, why? I didn't think anything of it, but he was like, I'm sorry that I'm drunk. I just don't want you guys seeing me like this because I don't want to give you guys that influence.
That's really
or to
nice.
think that it's okay for you guys to get drunk and stuff.
Right.
And I was like, no, yeah, don't worry about it. And that's why to this day, I'm not, like, if Anna and I go out to eat, I'd, like, never get a drink.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Or if sometimes we go to
Rarely.
a bar, sometimes I don't get a drink. But it's because I don't feel like I need it, you know?
I mean,
I'm just like, whatever about it. I have nothing against people who drink, but also I'm just whatever about it.
yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's me with everything. Just whatever
I mean,
about
that's
everything.
good. Like, you don't really want something if you feel like you don't need it. And that's something that I wish I could be. But I buy things all the time without needing them.
Yeah, I always double think something hard before I buy it.
Yeah, I don't. I need to, though. I should
I ask
probably
myself,
start.
do I need this?
Yes, you do.
Do
You
I
absolutely
need
it?
Another pair of sneakers?
Yes.
Do I need my
Yes.
110th pair of sneakers?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't need any of that.
Yes, you need it. You need
Although
it.
I do see some
Buy it.
sneakers that I want. Bro, lately, it's been a lot of sneakers I've been passing up on. And I don't
Wait,
know.
that
I think
could
I'm
be
changing.
Our next segment. Because
Oh,
I'm not done with my book segment.
oh, my bad. So Anna's first two books sound really interesting.
I only said one book so far.
Oh, because you had it here. I thought you already said the other one.
Well, maybe you should get your shit together. So,
All right, so Anna.
anyway, highly recommend. Read it. Entertaining and
How to Change Your Mind is what it's called.
How to Change Your Mind by Michael Pollan. The next book, I would say, this one is going to be, like, everyone's going to recognize this. It's The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. I was a huge fan of the TV show when it came out. We watched it.
It was on
I
Netflix.
cried, personally. I cried during one part. Y'all know what part.
Anna cried, I think, we saw the show a good 3 times. I think you cried about 2 of the 3 times.
Whatever. Anyway.
Okay.
The TV series was really good. Very, like, scary, but I think towards the end it wasn't really that scary. I find, and we were talking about this last night, in a lot of horror movies, like, once you know what, like, the ghosts are, to me it's not scary anymore. Like, I just am not scared. Like, in all those scary movies, like, gore, stuff like that, it doesn't scare me. It's the unknown and, like, psychological shit that, like, freaks me out, you know? So, like, when everyone was like, Paranormal Activity is dumb, I was, like, freaked out because, like, you never actually really realize until those women start coming out, and then it's, like, a cult thing, and then it's not that scary anymore. But anyway, this book, the book is very different from the TV series. First of all, it's really short. And it's, like, the characters are kind of different. It's like a doctor wants to stay for a summer in this haunted house and kind of see what happens, and so he invites a couple people to come, and some of the characters from the TV show are inspired by the characters in this book. Shirley on the TV show is inspired by, obviously, Shirley Jackson, the person who wrote this book. But I just thought that the ending was really cryptic and, like, haunting, and just, like, leaves you feeling very uneasy, and you never really know, like, what's going on, and nothing is ever really resolved, and the ending is really dark, but it's one of those reads that when you pick it up, you just can't stop reading it. It is so good, and
I think Anna
creepy.
read it in one sitting at a Starbucks in like 3 hours.
No, that was one of her other books.
Oh.
But I did read this one in a day, and, like, a little, like, maybe, like, the next morning.
I probably would have. How many pages is that book?
182.
Yeah, I would have read that in about a month. It would have took me a month to read that.
I don't know, dude. It's really good. You'd probably blow through it.
Just because I fall asleep every time I read.
Well, then read it online or on, like, the Audible. Today's sponsor is... No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, we don't have a sponsor.
Okay.
Sorry. But that would be cool. Audible, get in touch with us. You know I love books. You know I love reading. He loves reading too, but when he reads an actual book, he gets sleepy. So you should probably sponsor us, and he'll start reading books on Audible. Sorry, I just hit the table with this. Anyway, highly recommend. Really good. Easy to read. Very creepy, very scary. I hit myself in the head with this one just now, so that was interesting. Next book. This is the book that I'm currently reading. It's called Ghost in the Wires by Kevin Mitnick.
We didn't.
You
need
can
that.
see I'm this far through the book. Can they even see that?
Don't know. For those who are listening to it, Anna's showing the book and she's halfway through it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really good so far. It's about this guy, Kevin Mitnick. It's a true story, and he is a hacker. He starts off with like phone lines and stuff, but he eventually works his way up to hacking into like security systems of big companies, and most of the time he's just doing it for the thrill. He's not even doing it to get money, and he gets in a lot of trouble, becomes very infamous, and has to like change his identity at some point. It's really good. It's very interesting. I love people who can cheat the system. I think it's cool. Love to read about that. Fuck the system. Fuck the man.
Yeah, fuck the man.
Fuck authority.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, do what you want. What even is a name? Get a fake name. Steal a social security card from somebody. Not mine. Somebody else's.
Not mine.
Steal their credit cards. Move to Denver, Colorado. Become a new person.
Well, there's nothing wrong being a new person.
I'm just kidding, guys. There's nothing wrong with rebranding yourself. But don't steal someone's social security card. I don't recommend that.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck up.
You're gonna go to jail for a long time. The feds are gonna come for you. The feds came for Kevin Mitnick, and they will come for you too.
Where are we whispering?
I wonder if Kevin Mitnick is in prison. I haven't read.
All right, stop whispering.
Okay, sorry. He's now a security consult. I don't know, but it's really. Oh boy, I can't fucking talk. It's really good though. He's so cool. When the FBI are like after him, he actually hacks like into the phone lines of the FBI and
shit.
Starts kind of like listening to them, so he knows when they're like following him, if that makes any sense. It's very cool. You gotta read this one, guys. Highly recommend. Should I talk about the next book that I'm gonna read, or should I just save that for the next podcast when I'm actually reading it?
Maybe the next podcast.
All right,
I want to get back to on the horror movie thing. For me, what scares me usually is a horror movie that can be sort of realistic. For example, like I said, when a stranger calls, like you're babysitting and there's calls coming in within the house, and wait, let me start recording again.
Oh, did
and we're recording it. Yeah, it did for a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. But you'll see the banner, shows our socials. This is all good.
Sorry, I was yawning.
What scares me the most is things that can be real. For example, like that. There's a woman babysitting. There's kids in the house, and she's getting calls, and then the police call, and they're like, "Are you receiving calls from, are you receiving weird calls?" And I think she calls the police department. I forgot how the movie goes, but she's like, "Yeah," and the police guy's like, "The calls are coming from within the house."
Yeah, that's
like,
creepy.
"Ooh," and then the guy would call it. He'd be like, "Have you checked on the kids?" or something like that.
Oh my god, that was terrifying.
Yeah, bro, fuck that.
Didn't like that at all.
So what scares me the most, for horror movies would be the ones that can be too real.
True.
For example, like that one movie when there's a Spanish guy and a white girl and they're doing a podcast and then they get slaughtered. What? No. Oh, actually, that is kind of ominous.
Actually, I kind of feel like I'm going through hyperspace in that one.
Yeah.
Like we're in this spaceship and all
And
the
then
stars are coming really fast at us.
Yeah, exactly. That's the PlayStation.
Wait, let's get us back down to a peaceful place.
Beautiful.
All right, I feel better. Back to horror movies though.
So,
it's interesting that we have very opposite like tastes in horror movies. You know what I mean? Like you like things that are more like real, like Saw was scary to you.
Oh yeah, Saw, dude. Imagine being abducted and tortured. I think that can happen. That's how human trafficking happens, kind of. So
to some degree,
probably. Yeah. So to me, that's fucking scary. I used to always, when I was in a parking lot for some reason, I used to always think someone at pig mask was gonna come and stab me with a needle, I was gonna wake up chained to a fucking sink in an old gym. Yeah.
That's like not cool to have that thought.
Nah, man. It just, those kinds of movies make you feel real dirty.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm like freaked out.
I think there's certain shows and movies that just make me feel way too dirty, and I'm like, I can't watch that.
So what's another example? Like Saw. What's another one?
Saw and Stranger Calls. The Strangers.
But that one makes you feel dirty.
Oh no, the one that makes me feel dirty. It's not a movie, but it's a show. Breaking Bad.
It makes you feel dirty.
Yeah, I didn't watch it completely from what I remember, but that's because I felt dirty.
But
it made me feel dirty. It made me feel dirty because the way it was color corrected, the things that were happening, their location. For example, they were in the desert for most of the time. I don't know, something about it just made it feel nasty. I was like, ugh. Like
I've
cooking.
never watched Breaking Bad, so I can't like really confirm.
Oh,
or
something else
deny
Anna
your
hasn't watched.
Sorry, guys.
I can't believe Anna hasn't watched Breaking Bad.
Sorry. Maybe I just don't want to feel dirty. Oh my God, disgusting. Just kidding. Bless you. God bless your soul.
Your boy had to do it.
Bless you.
Oh, Anna got her nails done.
Oh yeah, I did. They're obnoxious. I love them so much.
Check,
they have little stars and stuff on them.
Check the picture out on her Instagram at Anna Can't
Shout
Cook.
out at Anna Can't
And
Cook,
check it out on my Instagram at Gilmar Tobar because I took a photo of Anna with her nails on. It looks really cool. I took it this morning
really
actually.
Cool. Yeah, it does look very cool. But wait, I want to keep talking about the horror story thing because I think it's really interesting. We were talking last night about how, you know, we're scared of very different things with horror movies. You know, you're scared of things that are more real, that feel more real to you, feel more like they could happen. And I'm more scared of things that are like unknown, you know, like dark, shadowy figures and like paranormal things that can't really be explained. And also, like when things aren't explained. I said it already. When things aren't explained, that's what freaks me out. So like most of Haunting of Hill House until like the end, it was kind of like explained, and then it was like not that scary. And the books that she writes, Shirley Jackson actually has a couple books that are really good, and all of them are just eerie, and you don't actually really know what's going on. And then every other horror movie I've watched, like it freaks me out, but once I know what the monster like looks like or is or anything like that, it's just not as scary for me because it doesn't feel as real anymore because those monsters aren't real.
Because it breaks it down to something physical to where you're like,
yeah, it's kind of like once I know what it is, there's like a way that I can take care of it. But if I don't know what it is, if it's something paranormal, I don't know how to deal with that. I have no idea. There's no figuring it out, you know, and that's scarier to me. That shit gets me.
I feel that a lot of people feel that way towards some movies. People don't like knowing what the monster looks like or what it is.
Like, what was that horror movie we went to go see in the movie theater? Not The Nun, the other one. It was like a while ago. And everybody was like freaking out. I think we went with your brother and your sister, with Gabby and. Oh
damn! It wasn't The Nun. Damn,
something with an S or an I.
Oh, Sinister. Sinister 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was creepy until I knew what the thing looked like, and then it was like, all right, whatever.
But sometimes, to me, I'm kind of on the fence about that because sometimes in the movie and sometimes they show the monster, I'm still sometimes pretty scared because depending on if that monster, if their face, if I can close my eyes, I can still see their face when my eyes close. That fucks me up because then it means that I can imagine that. You know, even without seeing it in the movie.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, when you got to go downstairs to grab something from the kitchen, you got to run back to your room. And sometimes you turn off the lights behind you and you're running because you think someone's chasing you.
I never do that.
What?
I never do that.
Oh, yeah, because you don't have stairs. Anyway, so like you're running and then you're like, oh, shit, what the fuck? And then something gets you from behind and it has the face of that monster that you saw in that movie.
Something gets you from behind when you're running?
Yeah, you're like, and then you, oh shit. And you're like, what the fuck?
It's just.
And then it's
just like a towel hanging or something. Mm. But like in your head, you see.
I guess maybe, you're sure it gets caught on something. But I don't think I ever. If the monster is scary enough for me to imagine that even with my eyes closed, then yeah, fuck that. That's going to be scary to me. For example, in Sinister, the first one, you should see the first one because the first one, they reveal it little by little. And then there's this one scene when I think they're sitting in the living room and this guy's looking outside because he hears things outside and his dog's going crazy. And then he looks, I think he's like looking through a window. And when he walks by, the camera stays on the window. And then in the window, you can see the face of the creature that's fucking with them.
That's creepy.
And I was like, oh, fuck. But it's real subtle. You have to like pay attention.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Haunting of Hill House had, like Easter eggs like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's always creepy when you see it. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
But for Sinister, bro, it fucked me up. That's a movie where when they release the monster, to me, it's still kind of scary.
Weird.
Yeah. Also with it, kind of.
Really?
You know, wait, back to the realistic thing. The first It I watched, to me, that was so real because they used to be Barnum and Bailey. I don't know if you ever been to those shows. So it was the Ringling Bros. They had a circus show they would do at the near Serena, which was the I think Sovereign Bank at the time. Then it got changed to the Sun Center. Now it's Secure Auto Center. But anyway, they used to have the Ringling Bro shows there, and sometimes the clowns would walk into the stands, and I was like, "Fuck that, dog! Clowns touching me, I'm hooking off. I'm 6 years old, 7
out of here."
But I'll hook off. I fucking bought a little sword at the concession stand. I'll hit you with that shit. So sometimes the clowns would go into the audience and pick out kids or something. I can't really remember why they would do that.
Eat?
No.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. They went
Probably.
missing. Clowns used to come back with red shirts. Don't know why.
Mm.
But yeah, that shit used to scare me, dude. I used to cry.
Yeah, fuck clowns.
But still, I still like the Barnum Bailey shows because they would
There's
the
lot
performances
of other cool stuff.
and those types of things. But when it came down to clowns, fuck that. All because of it. All because of it.
Fuck.
Yeah, because
that was a really good book.
Yeah, because the original movie they came out with, since it's so old, the clown looks like an actual clown. It looks like a clown that would be believable.
Mm-hmm.
And the new clown kind of looks like a clown, but he's about 7 feet tall. He has I don't know. It's not as realistic as it was when I saw the first.
It's more accurate to the movie, though.
Yeah, because
I mean,
to the book. Yeah.
But I can see why it would be scarier if it was like a real looking clown.
Yeah, because he can be a possible clown.
Yeah.
You know?
That is scary.
The one from the movie, I guess he could be possible, but not really. I don't know.
It wasn't really that scary to me, but The Shining was scary to me. Because in The Shining, you never really know
what's messing with him.
He's kind of just going crazy, and it's kind of like this like ominous like thing in the hotel, and like his son's like senses and stuff like that. That's scary.
That's it? I thought you had a lot more to say.
No, I don't know.
And it was like, that's scary. And it looks at me and I'm like,
because
all right.
It is like The Shining was very like freaky because like the whole time you just don't really understand who's coming after him. Like when he's talking to the bartender in the bar. Ooh, that scene is so good. But it's just like, is it all in his head? Like what is messing with him? What's the problem? And that kind of fear is scarier to me than anything physical, any physical monster or anything, you know? So that movie was freaky to me.
I think the scene that I like the most from that movie would probably be when the elevator opened and then all the blood came pouring out.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I thought that scene was dope.
It was dope. It's not that scary though.
No, I didn't say it was a scary scene. I just thought it was dope.
Was when he
Hold up, stop. When did I say it was scary?
Oh, I don't know.
When did I say it was scary?
No, I'm not.
I said the scene I like.
That you were saying was scary. I was just giving my opinion on that scene.
All right, but when did I say it was scary? I said it was dope, and I was like, yeah, it's not that scary though. I know. I didn't say it was.
It's a valid fucking opinion, and I was just saying it because you brought up that scene.
You know, it's like saying, yeah, beans are great, this and that, and then she's like, yeah, I hate Trump. I like Trump. I'm like,
that
what?
makes no fucking sense.
What?
No, that's like, yeah, beans are great, but I don't think they're.
Okay, wait. This is like saying, yeah,
no,
like beans.
Not.
And Anna was like, beans are great, but fuck Trump.
No, that's not at all what that's like.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's like saying Trump likes beans too.
You know what?
It's like, all right.
You know what? You look like Trump to me right now.
That's great.
You look like a fat, ugly old man with a toupee.
That's what I gotta get.
You look like a fucking idiot.
That's what you fucking with.
True. All right, we're breaking up.
All right, deal.
Can we go back to what we're...
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. You were the one that was talking. You were talking about that scene.
No, you said,
it
wasn't that scary. And then you started going off about whatever you were saying.
My favorite scene is the bathroom scene. Where he, goes to touch that woman and then she turns into,
Yeah, there's this one scene that I was confused about when he's walking through the rooms and then he sees a bunch of furries, like people dressed in animal costumes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
I'm not sure.
Like the book didn't give any more insight on it?
I don't really remember, to be honest.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I think that was him just, like, going crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to look that up for sure because I want to know why he saw that. Is that
Stanley
something?
Kubrick, right? Didn't he make that movie?
Yeah, Kubrick did it.
That feels like a very Stanley Kubrick thing.
Just add something random.
Just add furries, like, fucking. Isn't that what they were, like, having sex or
I think so.
Or, like, I
think they were preparing to have sex.
Yeah.
But Yeah.
Maybe he was just seeing the dark sides of that hotel, like the dark things that have gone on there.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
That's probably
know.
what it is.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking either that or maybe he was like a fantasy of his or something. You know, he's probably like all about that furry shit.
Gross.
That's why he hated his wife.
Oh, God.
That's why he went crazy, because he wanted to fuck with some furries. He hadn't fucked with furries in a while. He started going crazy in that hotel.
I don't know.
I need my furries. That's what he wrote. Because Jack, without all work, no play, Jack is a dull boy or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So that's probably what he meant by that, you know?
Maybe.
I'm straight working. I'm trying to play with some furries. I'm getting dull.
What a strange man.
I'm going crazy.
Is that what you would? Is that what would happen
So
to you?
all in all, The Shining is really about a man who is battling his addiction with furries, or his fetish with furries, and can't get to it.
That's interesting.
That's exactly what The Shining's about. It's called The Shining because
it shines a light on his
fetish. No. Oh, yes. Actually, I was gonna say he shines like a diamond. He's like all gay and sparkly. But yeah, it shines a light on his fetish.
Okay.
You're right about that.
I am right.
Wow, it's crazy how how The Shining was literally and only about that.
It was only about his fetish with furries.
The entire movie was made. It was made by that scene of him messing with furries.
Actually, I feel like the book is more about like the son, and I feel like in the movie they focus more on the guy. Maybe not. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. I could be remembering it wrong. Do you have any other favorite Stephen King like movies? Have you seen Pet Sematary?
Yeah, they're remaking that movie.
Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna do it. I feel like that's a rough one to make into a movie.
I didn't really like the first one.
I don't think I watched the whole thing through, or did I?
I think you did. You watched it
it's
at
not that
Sarah's.
good. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
it's
something
just
about it.
Yeah.
It's like I think the acting isn't that great. The special effects can be better.
Yeah.
Just watching old movies sometimes, especially old movies like that.
Yeah, you need special effects for that movie.
Yeah, but also I feel that some old movies suck.
Yeah,
they're hard to get through.
That one
it's hard to get through old movies.
I agree.
That's why I like watching certain remakes. The only old movie I think that I watched for the first time and I thought I enjoyed a lot was 12 Angry Men.
I don't think I ever saw that.
You ever read the book?
Yeah, but I hardly remember.
Oh, okay. So that movie, by the way, if you guys haven't watched 12 Angry Men, go watch it. It's really good. It's old. It's in black and white, but it's really damn good because
it's really good. Cool.
It deals in one setting, and it's just 12 guys trying to figure out if this boy being accused for murder is guilty or not guilty.
I think that was required reading in like 7th grade.
Probably.
Or maybe no. I think like high school.
I never
like
read it in
sophomore,
high school.
Junior. For me, it was required reading.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I read that one.
Oh.
I think they show the movie in class too, but I don't remember the movie, so maybe I wasn't in class that day or something.
Yeah, you're probably out. Fucking
being a bitch.
Yeah. Shout out Anna being a bitch. Hell yeah, dog. Drop that bitch bomb. The bitch bomb.
That's me, yo. Dropping bitch bombs on y'all. But
hey, mother.
Pet Sematary was a really good book, though.
I didn't read it.
We'll go to that.
I saw the movie.
Gilmore didn't read it.
I saw the movie, but again, they're remaking it. I think the remake should be good. It looks good.
It'll probably be good.
It's funny. It's crazy because some people actually don't want them to remake it. Some people think the original was good. I don't think the original was good.
I don't think it was good either. The book was really good, though, so that makes me want there to be a remake that's good because I want something to live up to the book. The book was actually really dark. Probably one of the darker novels of Stephen King's, in my opinion.
Darker than that one part in it when they have an orgy?
I don't really think that's that dark. That wasn't a very dark scene.
All right, what about the dad talking about raping and having sex with his daughter?
Yeah, that was fucked up. Definitely. I think that's a different kind of dark.
The
entire
has to do with a lot
premise
of, like, mourning and death and
yeah, the whole entire premise is that grief, like what grief can do to a family, you know, like this, especially because half of the book is like their family doing well. So you get like super involved in this family. They have this fucking baby, and then it dies. And
Damn,
then,
they like build you up and break you down.
yeah, and then you like cry. Not that I did, but you cry. I didn't cry though, but you cry. And then it just gets really dark because,
cried.
you know, like the father's like, well, shit, you can tell he really doesn't want to and he knows it's wrong, but he's just so distraught by his own grief that it just tears the family apart because he decides to do this forbidden thing and take him and to the cemetery that he knows will bring him back to life. And he knows that it's not going to be the same because his cat already died and he brought him back to life.
Yeah, and the cat was evil.
It's super dark. And like, I don't know. I think that's why it's really dark.
Yeah, I think the movie, the new one, will be pretty cool.
Yeah, and children dying is always like a really like.
Yeah, it always hits home,
like,
especially because I have nephews now, and I don't really picture them, but I think about what it would feel like to lose them, especially because how much you love those kids and how innocent they are.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes that kind of freaks me out about having kids because this world sucks. And I don't want to throw something that I love so much and care so much about into this world. You're going to have to, obviously, but...
Well, you don't have to have kids, but if you have a kid, like, you're going to have to put them in the... Yeah.
It's scary because...
I think that's why a lot of people don't have kids, because they don't really want their kids to grow up in a world that they
like this.
Personally.
Yeah, because bad shit happens all the time. Like, there are crappy people out there.
But you have to also think that child will probably also experience beauty at some point. And that's... kind of one of your jobs is to show them beauty and all the things that you love and all the things that bring you happiness and joy, and kind of like you get to kind of re-experience them for the first time, and you get to introduce it to this little tiny human, and then you get to witness them having that pure joy that you once experienced.
And you get to relive it, and it's kind of beautiful, you know?
Yeah, so there are a lot of positives, but it is scary thinking about all the negatives, you know? Think real quick about situations you've been in that your parents haven't known about that you knew were just really bad.
Oof.
And then think about having a kid and them growing up. Like, oh, the anxiety is so real.
Yeah. I feel the way about my little sister, and she's 17.
Yeah.
She's going to be a senior
at that
next
age
year.
where you're like, ugh.
Yeah, and I'm always worried. It's crazy because I still see her as her being like 13 years old.
Yeah.
But she's already 17.
She's getting older.
Yeah, she's going to go to college 2 years from now.
She's a little adult.
It's going to be her senior year coming up. She has a job.
That's crazy.
Like, bruh, she has the job.
That's wild.
And then she's learning how to drive.
Yeah. Oh my God. How's it going to be when she doesn't have to drive with like you or another adult? How are you going to feel?
I'm going to ask her to drive me around. Fuck that. Bro, I hate driving. Y'all already know this. Y'all fucking know I hate driving.
She's your chauffeur now.
For sure.
Gabi, you hear that?
Gabi, shout out Gabi.
Shout out Gabi. You're a new chauffeur for Gilmar and me.
Is Gabi watching this? Nope. Why? Because she hate me. Anyway.
Gabi, can you take us to McDonald's right now? Actually, we're going to call you.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry.
I want to go to McDonald's.
We have leftovers in the fridge, but... You know,
wait, I went to McDonald's at 6 a.m. the other day, like as soon as they opened. Long story. I was awake because of my cat. Anyway. And they didn't have like lunch food, and that was the biggest disappointment of my life.
I got to talk about that?
I mean, we could talk about that if you want me to talk about that.
So, Anna's cat, she's so adorable. She's so cute. Y'all seen her in my video. Her name is Piper. She's orange, beautiful, has little white paws.
She's a tiny little girl.
She's about, how many pounds? 7?
She's 7 pounds. She was 6.75, so I think she's like eating a little bit right now.
She's 7 pounds, and she's about 3 years old.
Yeah.
The people at the hospital thought she was
a kitten.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
So
she's got the best personality too. Like she's just like so different. She's very energetic, but she not in terms of like running around and playing and being aggressive. She just wants like love, and like she'll like run around and like at you, and like she if you're not petting her, she'll like reach out her arm and be like.
She's almost a little dog.
Yeah.
She's very cute.
And she also loves everyone. So like anytime people come over, she's not hiding. She like wants to sit on their laps. She's like a dog. She's super friendly. But so I moved in with my sister. She's my roommate, Sarah. Shout out Sarah. You a boss ass bitch. What's going on?
I'm a boss ass bitch.
Anyway, she has a dog named Malcolm. God bless his fluffy heart. He's adorable. He's a golden doodle, and he is like 40 pounds, and he's a pain in my ass. And he's cute, and I love him, but he's a pain in my ass. He chews things up, and he terrorizes my cat.
Yeah.
She, like, doesn't really want anything to do with him, but he thinks that it's an invitation to chase her, and sometimes he can keep her away from hanging out with people and hanging out with me, and he just kind of like stresses her out. And so does my other cat, but I think that was never a problem before. Now that we're living with the dog, it's like the cat's running after her, the dog's running after her. It's just a lot for her. And also I think she kind of has a low-key like separation anxiety.
And also asthma.
And she has asthma. When I first got her, she had an upper respiratory infection. And she also, what's the last thing I was going to say? Fuck. I don't know. Something. Anyway, she's got a lot of, when I moved twice. I moved her twice in the last year. So this year has been stressful for her, especially because of all the new stuff and the dog and separation anxiety. And I'm like working more than I was. And because I'm not working more than I was, but I'm also taking classes. So I'm home less. So she's just been stressed out, and it kind of accelerated her asthma, which we never really had to deal with before. All of a sudden she started like wheezing and stuff. And then, it's fine. We put her on like steroids and we put her on anxiety medication.
She started having really bad attacks.
Yeah.
And Anna took her to the hospital.
Well, you kind of have to like, so she went off the anxiety meds for like a little while because I was trying something. She's already been off the steroids. And I came home and went to bed after like feeding them and hanging out with her. And my sister called me out in the living room and was like, Anna, Piper's not breathing well. And she was just like breathing.
Why does your sister sound like a grandma?
Anna, you gotta get out here. I made some cookies.
Sarah sounds 82.
Sarah is 82. Stop.
Oh, shit.
You're gonna make her self-conscious about her age.
Sorry.
Come on, Sarah. You're wonderful, young. You have many years ahead of you. But
By
we are
many,
picking out a
5.
casket for you now. So if you can meet us on
5.
Friday
Maybe
at
a
the
month or
funeral
2.
home.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, so anyway, we had to rush her to the vet at like 3 a.m. because she wasn't like breathing properly. And I was
not in good shape to take anything anywhere.
Yeah.
But she got her there.
I wasn't drunk. I just want to put that out there.
Had Mickey D's at 6 a.m.
And Piper's fine now. She's fine. She just had an asthma flare-up. They put her in an oxygen tank. She's back on some steroids for a little bit. She's fine.
She's over there being mad cute.
She is. She's
But when we went to pick her up, dude, I walked in and I got this weird queasy feeling in my stomach because the floors looked almost like hospital floors or cafeteria floors. And
like high school.
Yeah, like the Trent High ones. For some reason, whenever I see those floors, I get a weird feeling in my stomach. I start to get anxious and I don't know, it's weird. Yeah. My butthole loose. My butthole loose. You know?
Butthole hella loose.
My butthole get loose.
And you scared of that loose butthole.
Because
that ain't comfortable.
I don't know, something about it just fucks with me. I feel nervous. I feel that I need to be aware and on my toes all the time. And then also plus the smell of a hospital. Bro, I hate that. Who likes the smell of a hospital?
And that place was very like hospital, like just because it was like a vet, it was like an emergency vet. So it had all of those vibes. It had the weird flooring. It had like the smell to it. It was like cold and like weird.
The weird waiting rooms, the people at the
nice,
front
though.
desk. Yeah, actually, the people at the front desk were pretty nice. But for the most part, it was set up just like any other hospital.
I feel like a lot of people that deal with animals are kind of different from normal doctors. Like, they just seem to be, like, happier.
Yeah, I feel they're more passionate.
In my experience, they're just, like, a little bit more, woo. I don't know if that made any sense.
Yeah, when you go to the ER, like, what's wrong with you? Like, a fucking asshole fell out of my mouth.
They're like,
and they're like, fine, sit over there, fill this, whatever
shove
out.
your asshole back in your mouth, I guess, whatever.
They're like, I can barely talk. My asshole's out of my mouth. And then they're like...
That happened to Gilmore once. Real story.
And anyway...
Do you think that your asshole can't fall out of your mouth? I guess if you, like...
I know.
If you, like...
We know.
If you, like, take your asshole, like, you're going to be dead. But you just, like, push it up in your body and then it comes out your mouth. You would die, but you could do that. Just saying for all of you people out there wondering. Gilmore looks very annoyed, but you know what? This is science.
All right. Wait, no, stop. All right, so.
Ow.
That's what you get, you idiot. Your depth perceptions, you say your depth perceptions roll off because of...
Yeah, because these are like half an inch longer than my normal nail. Sorry. Just kidding. Half an inch longer than my normal nail. So it's like every time I go to grab something, I'm like there before I think I'm actually going to be there. You know what I mean? What are you doing with my fucking mic?
But Yeah, I don't like hospital floors.
Yeah.
I think they're creepy. I hate those linoleum floors, the ones that are
horrible.
just all white, and every now and then they have a colored square. Hate that.
Yeah.
Hate that so
like,
much.
What's the point? Just have it all white.
Yeah,
why have a colored square?
What's the point of that random colored square?
Dumb.
Hate hospital floors. Hate cafeterias.
Hell yeah.
Hate all that shit.
Yeah. It was definitely a weird vibe, but they did have hot chocolate. They had a Keurig machine with hot chocolate, like coffee, like everything, and that was really cool.
I got Starbucks hot chocolate. That shit was bomb.
Yeah. Pretty lit, if you ask me. I could actually go for some hot chocolate right now. We have hot chocolate, you know.
Yeah, you should make some.
Oh, I should fucking make some hot chocolate. Damn.
Yeah, when we're done with this, we should make some hot chocolate.
Damn, yeah, we're going to make hot chocolate. Should we shake on it?
Yeah, shake on it. Good
We'll
job.
update you guys on Instagram. We'll put like a story. I'll put in my highlights.
Well, the day Anna made us hot chocolate. What happened?
You hurt my nails. You like pulled them all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Woo. Girls out there who just got their acrylic nails done, you know how that feeling was. He just pulled all of my nails. I just got them done yesterday. My whole hand is flopped. I'm sorry.
Did you smell me?
Yeah. Well, wait. Oh, look, she moved her position. Now she's facing that way. She's so cute. Sorry, my cat moved.
She has her paws in. She has her hand in her paws.
She's like this.
Her head in her paws.
Her hand in her paws.
Yeah, sorry.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But yeah, she's like this right now. But anyway, yeah, after we picked up Piper, after we dropped her off, me and Sarah that night, we went to McDonald's at 6 a.m. We drove to the McDonald's in our area here, and it wasn't open yet. It doesn't open until 6. So I was like, what the hell? So then I Googled McDonald's, and there was one that was open at 5:30 all the way over there. So we went all the way over there, and they weren't open until 6. So we were like, what the hell? So then we just drove all the way back here, and just by the time we got back here, it was 6. So we
open machine broke.
Yeah, exactly. And then I wanted a Big Mac because it was like 7 a.m. and I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want right now. It's been a rough night. I don't care anymore. And they only had breakfast food, and I was really mad.
Damn, a Big Mac at 6 a.m.?
You're like a fast food joint, and I get that it's morning, but for me, it was nighttime. It was actually like 6 a.m. And I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me. Or maybe like a McDouble or whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like anything. But they didn't have that. They only had like breakfast sandwiches. I was just really insulted. Like, you're a fast food restaurant. Just have all your food when you have your food, if that makes any sense.
How dare you?
How fucking dare you? Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know.
Inconvenient.
Something about, I don't like breakfast food that much.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of breakfast food. I just spit again. My bad. Like, I like some breakfast food. You know, I like waffles. But honestly, most breakfast food, like waffles and pancakes and stuff, that tastes like dessert to me.
Yeah, that is. Breakfast. I see that as dessert, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel now that I'm older, I'm like, you mean dessert?
Yeah.
The pancakes, you mean dessert?
You mean dessert? You mean cake?
Is it 7
You mean cake?
Is it 7 or 8 p.m. right now?
Weird. But I will say that some, like eggs, you know. I love eggs.
Alright, cool, dude.
I love eggs, guys.
Yeah.
But no, like, you know, there are some breakfast foods that I do like eggs. I do like bagels. I love having fruit in the morning. That's honestly like the best thing.
Like, keep fresh fruit around the house.
What? What did you say?
I shit with the door open.
You shit with the door open?
We riverboat gamble. And we make our own beef jerky. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
Oh, Step Brothers.
You know that it's been like years since I've seen Step Brothers. You know that I'm not going to understand Step Brothers references. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's right. It's been years since I've seen Step Brothers. I don't know any of the quotes or whatever.
I don't know if anyone knows either. Maybe those certain few.
A lot of people judge me for not having seen or not remembering anything from Step Brothers.
I mean, yeah, I judge you for watching Step Brothers sometimes. So
yeah, a lot of people judge me for that one.
It's all right. You got a lot of time to watch them.
I've seen it, but it's literally been like 10 years. I don't even know if it's been. I have no idea.
I think that movie came out around 8 years ago, so that's kind of close. It's not a bad guess.
Whenever it came out, I probably watched it.
Actually, probably came out less than 8 years ago.
I don't know. Whenever it came out, that's when I watched it. Haven't watched it since. I just don't like watching movies that much.
Damn, 10 years ago, it was 2009.
Why would you bring that up?
Time's moving.
It's fucked up. Time flies faster every single day.
Time flies. Look at that. We're about an hour and 2 minutes now. Damn.
Oh, shit. Time does fly. What time do we usually stop our podcast at?
Doesn't matter.
Should we go on for like 3 more
Doesn't
hours?
fucking matter. No, I think we should end it here. And if you're down, we could record a bonus episode. Up to you. I don't know. Either way, guys, talk about bonus episodes. Check out our bonus episodes.
Bonus.
That was really good.
You should have that play in the beginning of every bonus episode. Bonus.
Okay, yeah, I might do that. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Sorry, keep going. I'm sorry.
So
bonus.
All right, that's the last time. You say it one more time, I'm gonna fucking mute you.
Oh, what the hell?
So anyway, guys, check out our podcast and our Patreon because we got extra shit on there. You feel me? Let your friends know about it. We got bonus episodes. We're gonna be giving a lot of incentives out based on how much you guys help us out with or support us with. I know it's $3. $3 might be a lot to y'all, but it goes a long way. You'll get a
long way.
You get yeah. Oh wow, look at Piper. I'm sorry, I was glitching. You guys can get a lot of great content, a lot of good shit. And then we can finally start our segments. For as advice segments, you guys get to call in. We get to change the background, this and that, things of that nature. So make sure to check our Patreon out. Check out our YouTube. Check out our socials.
Check out everything.
Check out everything. Everything's linked in whatever you guys are looking at, or the YouTube page. Go to the YouTube page and there are a bunch of links about our stuff. So again, guys, make sure to check everything out. Shout out to our sponsors, Audible. Shout out to Piper. Shout out to people that once called me because they're all considered sponsors. And yeah, just want to thank everyone.
Wait, real quick.
For a great show.
Come on. There she is.
And then we got Piper up in this hoe.
Piper, what do you have to say?
All right. On that note, we'll see you guys soon.
See you guys soon.
Check everything out. Love y'all.